So if you watched my last video and you're like, whoa, why does Mac's friend even diss on his matching skills? This is the reason. Hot. Not. So it's all humid outside today, and I couldn't fight off the curls. If my hair grows any longer, I'm gonna be Troye Sivan. Hashtag the dream. Hey guys, what's up? It's Mac. So today I got an email from one of my trans friends saying that he loves or misses her, meaning himself before he knew he was a transgender boy. The little girl that grew up to be him. But now, as he's transitioning, he's trying to let her go. So this is a topic that I've thought about for a long time, ever since I saw a video made by Finn the Invincible about grieving your past self. So I thought this was a good time for me to cover the subject. So there's a lot of trans people that want to erase their past. They want to forget it ever happened, and that makes total sense, and I get it. They probably experienced a lot of pain and dysphoria and discomfort from their gender assigned at birth before they transitioned. And they don't want to have to live with that. They want to cut it out and not think about it, and that's fine. They just want to start anew and live life as the gender that they truly are. Transition for me, though, sometimes feels like throwing my past self out the window. I've lived as a girl for 21 years. Birth name, me, accomplished a lot of great things. You know, she was a great student. She was a good person. She was a good musician. And she built this whole identity in this world as being this girl. In the end, she wasn't real. She was all this facade that was made up to paint the picture the world wanted to see of me. But I had and still have to go through this grieving process of losing my past self. So in Finn's video, he mentions the 5 stages of grief, which you may or may not know. In the case you don't know, the 5 stages of grief are denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. And you can fluidly move throughout these stages. So for me, in my gender journey, I started out in denial. I was researching trans topics and watching videos and very, very interested in the subject. And I was thinking, though, no, this can't be me. I could never do this. I could never change the identity that I've built and that the world sees me as. And then I was very angry because of that. I was angry that I didn't feel that I could come out. I didn't feel like I could be a boy. I was very angry I wasn't born a boy and that I had to live this life as a girl because that wasn't something that I wanted to do and I couldn't see myself doing. And then I was in this bargaining phase saying, well, maybe that I can feel this way, but I don't have to tell anyone about it. You know, I can just live life as a girl and push on and be miserable, and that's how it's gonna be. And then I was very depressed, as I really kind of was during the whole phase, but I was very, very depressed and very suicidal, and things were not great for a long time, and they're still not great. But in December of 2015, when I finally got my professional diagnosis of gender dysphoria, that for me was the moment where I accepted that I was trans. I needed a professional to tell me, to diagnose me, and then I could accept it. However, it's 6 months later, and I have been moving back and forth through the stages of grief. I've been very depressed and very angry, and right now I'm in this long bargaining phase where, if you've seen a couple of my past videos, I've talked about, is being happy worth it? And do I want to transition or do I not want to? Is it worth it to come out or is it not? And so I'm kind of in this inner turmoil bargaining phase. Maybe I can live life as a girl, turn off my emotions, and I'll be this, you know, emotionless robot walking through this life until I die, and that's fine. Or do I come out? I don't know. But anyways, getting back to your past self. I've been grieving my past self and I don't want to erase it. I don't want to cut off my past where I lived as a girl and was perceived as a girl and dealt with a lot of dysphoria and a lot of pain, because that wasn't a separate person, that was me. And that brings me to my friend Liam, who made a video a couple of months ago. He's a trans guy, but he made a video about his past and he didn't know how to think about it because he felt very disconnected from you know, little girls that he saw in photos that were him, but they didn't feel like him. So Liam in his video said, "I'm the same, but I'm different. I'm different, but I'm the same." And that's just a really confusing thing. It's complicated. I totally got that, and I commented on that video. And part of what I said was, everyone changes as they grow up, not just trans people. So everyone is going to be different than they once were. I'm the same person as I was a year ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago. I was just a confused kid sorting some shit out. And I finally feel like I'm growing into myself. I have a past that runs 21 years deep, not just the past year and a half I've known I'm trans. So, at the end of the day, I personally don't want to forget my past. It wasn't just her who was a good person, a good student, a good musician. That was me. I accomplished and did those things and was that person. So, in the comment section down below, I'd love to hear your guys' personal views of, do you want to erase the past? Are you completely different than your past and you want to forget it? Or do you want to not forget the past? Do you want to just incorporate it as a linear timeline as, yes, you know, this was me and then this is still me? Either one is totally valid and totally fine, but I'd love to hear it. So anyways, if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time.